Good day and a warm welcome to all of you watching my YouTube channel. My name is Lisbeth and I am a mixed media art journal and textile artist who also likes to teach. A little while ago I did a collage script, this one, in my big sketchbook, and I choose to work only in natural colors. I will put a link below in the description box for this video. This wasn't the easiest thing to work in natural colors when you're so used to working all kinds of colors. So I decided to take this here a little further and do another grid journal page where I use black papers with some neutral mark making or patterns and so on. And I also have decided to make it in another format, like this 7 by 10 centimeters. You don't need big pieces of paper to do this or grid collages. Scraps is fine and small pieces of paper are fine. But enough of me talking, let's get the show going. As you can see, I have already been tracing around this piece of cardboard, and I can just show you, that's not very difficult. And then I have my 8 rectangles. I have all these kinds of papers here, scrap papers and papers with mark making and some jelly prints and some dark papers. But I think I have this particular paper here, and I think I want a piece of that paper in all 8 collages. And you could say, why that? And in my opinion, if you want to make a series, it is always nice to have this element in all your pieces, so there will be a certain cohesion. So I think this paper will be in all of the 8 rectangles here. But I will look a little further on my papers, and as you can see, I have sewn some stripes of some different papers, because that is easier to look at just a small piece when you're working small, instead of sitting with a big piece of paper. And then it is also easier to move them around and see what you like and what you don't like. But if I start with this down here, I think I will start with this piece of paper here. That was a little crooked. There. And what can we place with this piece? Perhaps something like that. And a piece like that. Yes, I think I like that. So let us try to glue this down. And I'll just use a ordinary glue stick, a fresh new one, nice and juicy, and as I said many times before, don't be precious with your glue stick. Use a good amount of it so you can be sure your papers will be in place. And this odd shape here, and again I take my little metal ruler and then I can tear it off like this. Yeah, it needs a little more glue there. And then I will put glue on this one. Oops, careful. No, I think it was this way. Yeah, like this. Yeah, and then the last piece up here, like this. I don't mind if you can see a little of the pencil line. It doesn't matter. It's only in a sketchbook this here. So this was the first one. You could of course look at it and say, oh, it needs a little more there and a little more there and then perhaps a little thing there, but I like to give all 8 of them a base layer before I go further. Again, this is a way you can make them, bring them all together so they look like they were meant for each other. Yeah. Now the big question is, some way this is going horizontal, and that is very landscapey. Do I want to make them all that way, or do I want some of them to go another way? I think I will give it a little thought and be back. I have thought about it, and I think I will make them all horizontal. I just try to place one where it goes this way, and I don't like the look of it together. I think perhaps this is because if it has been squares, you could put them in all directions, and you probably also can do it with this format, but I like them to be in the same way here, these 8 pieces, so I will make them all horizontal. And I have just found these papers I think looks nice together, so let us glue them down. I know it isn't the most exciting thing to see somebody gluing all the time, but for now I will just do this one and we'll see. I think one of the things you can consider doing these kind of 3 stripes is not to make them the same size. It is more exciting if they're different sizes, the 3 stripes here. But I'm not sure all of them will have 3 stripes. Perhaps some of them will have only 2 or 4, but we will see. Oops. Yeah, and then I will take this one. They are quite dark and nude, but I like that. So this was this one. Let's look at this one here in the corner. I think this paper looks nice, and perhaps we could do a little of this and a little of this and then this. Yeah. That's my ruler. Oops. Yeah, a little there it goes. And some glue. Yeah, and this little stripe here. Just fits perfectly. And then I have this piece here, and then I have to cut some of it off because it is too long. About this. Yeah. Yeah, this was the 4 first pieces, and I think you got the hang of it or can see the way that I'm doing it. So I will make the 4 above here and be back, and then I will have to decide what more to do with them. So here they are all glued down, and I think they need a little more. So I found this jelly print with some bronze paint and some white pattern on, and I have punched these small ones out with such a hole punch thing, and I will glue them down. That isn't the easiest, so I think I will just put the glue on the page, on the little collage instead of on the little circle. That is really not the easiest thing. And again, I have some over here. And then they turn upside down it. You really have to use your finest touch. And there. Yeah. Then I have this side, not side, this little bigger hole punch, and this one I want to put here. Yeah. This one, where do I want to put it? I think there. No, I don't want it there, I want it up here. You mean something until you mean something else. I can just wipe this off here. Yeah. And again, where do I want this round one? I think there. Then I have an even bigger hole punch that makes these circles, but I think they were too big, so I cut them in half. And then I will put one up here. And the other half down here. Yeah, like this. And the only thing, one that's missing something on in this one, and then I took all the small things I've punched out and the hole here and tear this piece off, and I would like to put it in there. Like this. Oh, there was another one, small one here. We could perhaps put it here. They are so hard to see when the black side comes front up. Yeah, I think that will be all I will do with them. They are quite dark and quite moody. Some dark landscapes, perhaps. I don't know what you see, but I think they look quite nice. I will take some close-ups at the end of the video. This was a good challenge to work in a very limited and dark tone. I think the rectangular format is a little more difficult for me because I'm always used to work in squares. Horizontal and vertical gives me a landscape, seascape, cityscape feeling, where squares you can go any direction you want. You can turn them in all 4 directions and work in all 4 directions if you want to. So that's the lesson I have learned in this challenge. I hope you find this video inspiring and useful and will give it a thumbs up. So take care, be creative. Until next time, bye bye for now.